What's up, you guys? Welcome back to How to Love a Battered Woman. My name is Nia Renee, your favorite how-to woman, and today we're getting into medical gaslighting on the Baldie breakdown. Let's go. Treat you any kind of way. And before we get started, I need y'all to go ahead and just copy some chronic illness baddie merch. Go ahead and get that. You can find it in any of my bios, in my profile, whatever. Grab you a t-shirt, okay? Support your girl. Okay, so I'm just supposed to wait for the medicine to start working. But what about like the nausea, the dizziness, the vomiting, and all of those symptoms? They haven't gone away at all. You got to give the medicine time to work. Some of the biggest things that help it is losing weight, drinking a lot of water, and getting some exercise. Okay, so for the meds to work, what you're saying is that I need to lose some weight. Yeah, losing weight really does help, though not like you're obese or anything. You look fantastic. You look great. You look amazing. But losing weight is just what is really going to help the medication work. Yeah. All right. See you in 6 to 8 weeks. All right, so I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with medical gaslighting before. I know a lot of you guys express in my comments that you have dealt with medical gaslighting, and the number one thing that we deal with when it comes to medical issues is being told that we are overweight. We're either overweight or we are depressed, and so we need to lose weight and we need to get on medication, or we need to see a therapist. Nothing frustrates me more than someone saying, "Oh, you look amazing. You look great. You look good, but you still need to lose some weight." How does that make sense? Like, the math is not mathing here. How does that make any sense? I have been battling medical issues for at minimum the last 10 years. And it's always, you need to lose weight, you're depressed, you're too emotional, it's because of your period, or it's all in your head. And the funny thing about that being said, that it's all in my head, is that it's literally all in my head. It's literally all in my head. I have 2 brain conditions. 1, Chiari malformation. 2, idiopathic intracranial hypertension, also known as pseudotumor cerebri. Those both are literally inside of my head, causing issues with the rest of my body. And that's what's the most condescending. It's like, you guys know my symptoms. You've seen my symptoms. You know everything that I'm dealing with, all of the medication that I'm taking. You know what's going on with me. But you waited so long to actually take a look inside my head. But you felt like you should belittle me by telling me that I'm making it up in my head when it's literally inside my head. Make it make sense, Sharon. My neurologist, who's no longer my neurologist, who's been fired, I'm in the process of getting a new neurologist, was like one of the most useless people I've ever had to deal with in the medical industry. And that says a lot, because I've had literally probably close to 100 doctors my whole entire life at this point. My husband and I were just trying to figure out how was it that I was supposed to be able to get up, work out, and do all of these things, when at the time of this video, I was so dizzy, I couldn't even walk on my own. I had a pounding headache. I was nauseous all of the time. I could barely move off the couch. And he's just like, "Well, you'll find a way. You're strong enough. You'll find a way." How condescending. I have been gaslit a lot in my life. Like a lot in my life. And I think some of the worst gaslighting I've ever experienced was from the medical industry, like medical doctors, that whole entire field. That's probably been the worst, because they'll look at my lab work, or they'll look at something and they'll be like, "You're fine. That's just a little bit high. That you're fine." But then I get called a medical mystery because you guys don't want to take the time to figure out what exactly is happening to me. So to know the signs of being medically gaslit is, you know what's going on with your body. You know what's going on with you. You know your symptoms. And if you are absolutely 100% able to fire a doctor. If a doctor isn't doing what you need them to do and they're not taking you seriously, fire them. Get rid of them. Get a new one. Find a doctor that's going to take care of you. Find a doctor that's going to take your concerns seriously. Because the medical field is a joke at this point. Quite honestly. I found some of the most amazing doctors out here in Texas, but also some of the worst all at the same time. I talk a lot about narcissists on my platform because that's the biggest thing that I've dealt with in my life, is dealing with different types of people who either have toxic traits or toxic traits that are borderline narcissistic or narcissistic traits, or people that I truly believe are narcissists. And I'm not demonizing a group of people. However, if you're undiagnosed and you're continuing to behave the way that you are, your behavior should be called out. Anyway, that's a different conversation. The medical field is a huge field where you get gaslit in, and it's important to understand that it's not limited to just a certain group of people. Some of the biggest narcissists on the planet are doctors. They're surgeons. They're people that have a God complex that want to take care of people, but they don't want to take care of them completely. So just make sure you're aware when you're going to your doctor's appointments. Make sure that you're 100% prepared. That's the only advice I could give you, because I'm still struggling it with myself. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Anyway, that's this one's Baldie breakdown, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.